This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
It's there. The storm everybody has been talking about blanketing the East Coast with up to 3 feet of snow. Plus, we'll take a look at how that storm is affecting you. Here's a hint, expect flight delays. And we'll show you why some in law enforcement are asking Google to disable a feature on this popular app. Those stories top your news right now. It's Tuesday, January 27th. If you're keeping track, good morning. I'm John Potter.
I'm Andy Guevara. Thank you for starting your day with Channel 2 News this morning.
Word is an estimated 60 million people are right now waking up to a blizzard of epic proportions.
It's big. Not as bad as they expected, but huge. Travel bans are affecting many as crews try to manage the onslaught of snow. And Chris Van Cleve is in New York with the story. Have a look.
Snowplows faced the brunt of the northeast blizzard overnight as snow and strong winds battered Long Island.
The wind and visibility and everything, it's not too good.
Police in Humvees patrolled the snow-covered roads as the nor'easter kicked into gear Monday evening, parking itself over the East Coast, feeding off the ocean.
Here you can see the spin, right? Look at the tail. This moisture plume goes all the way down to basically Cuba. There is nothing but a lot of available moisture here.
That moisture means snow. Forecasters predict up to 3 feet in some areas. 6 states have declared states of emergency. In Massachusetts, Connecticut, and parts of New York, it is actually illegal to be out on the roads.
This is a serious situation. If you violate this state order, it's a possible misdemeanor. It's fines up to $300.
New York City, Boston, and New Jersey suspended travel on all subways, buses, and trains. Airlines canceled nearly 8,000 flights. Massachusetts called up its National Guard as thundersnow was reported near Cape Cod. A big worry still, hurricane-force wind gusts reaching speeds over 75 miles an hour.
If you lose power during the storm because of high winds, you might be without power for a period of 24 to 48 hours.
The blizzard warning will remain in effect until Wednesday. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Comac, New York.
Boy, they don't make umbrellas like they used to.
Yeah, your umbrella's not going to win. 3 feet of snow, hurricane-force winds. Terrible combination.
So how does this affect us? Well, if you're planning on flying out of Reno this morning, you may want to double-check your flight. The storm back east has resulted in more than 6,500 canceled flights through today.
And
Reno has 9 airlines, and although none of them have nonstop flights to the East Coast, there could still be issues with connecting flights.
The aircraft that come into this airport have possibly started their morning on the East Coast, and so that's when we see those impacts.
And if you're flying, you're being asked to check with your airlines to find out if your flights are on time before going to the airport. You know, arrivals and departures could both have some big changes. What about storms here? Any headed our way?
What?
Good morning, Jeff.
Hi, John and Andy.
Hey.
Good morning. Well, we have a little storm system heading through the area today. Nothing like what they're seeing out east. Unfortunately, we could use some of that snow right over here. I wish we could just transplant it right into the Sierra, right? But we have some light showers out there today, so we'll see that cloudy and cooler conditions. Fallon picking up some light rain this morning. Good morning to you. So some of these showers starting to push from the east to the west here, moving up from the south to the north, and as you can see here, kind of moving into the area. Let's see if we can zoom in here a little bit, show you what's going on out there. Again, Fallon getting a bit of light rain. Kind of zoom into Fallon, showing the light precipitation there out towards Silver Springs. It looks like Fernley, this is heading your direction as well. Here in the Reno area, we are dry for now, but we could definitely see some light shower activity through the morning hours and then again through this afternoon. Up in the mountains, I'm looking for 1 to 4 inches of snow in the higher elevations. That's about it. So shouldn't see any travel problems over the passes, maybe a little slushy up there in the higher elevations later on today. But snow levels are very high so far with the system. Also, Mammoth Lake's picking up a little bit of light snow this morning. We'll go ahead and take a look at your temperatures out there right now with partly cloudy skies here in Reno. Winds are picking up a little bit up in the mountains as well. They'll be calm here in the valley floor with 35 degrees in Lovelock, 47 in Fallon. So our temperatures are quite a bit more mild than what we had yesterday morning with the cloud cover. So your forecast for today, look for a cloudy and cooler kind of day. The few light scattered showers scattered about the area throughout the day. High of 51 degrees. We'll talk more about that, show you more on the radar and your 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. John and Andy, back to you.
All right, thank you, Jeff. We're going to turn now to local crime stories.
Yeah, we have some action here. Reno police have now made 2 arrests in connection with the gunshots fired at that apartment complex over the weekend. Officers arrested 18-year-old Abraham Alcantar and 18-year-old Anthony Herrera Mejia. Police believe they were involved in the exchange of gunfire between 2 cars, and they think this incident is gang-related.
And the U.S. Marshal's office says one of their Reno deputies, helped California authorities track down a man wanted for murder in another state. It all happened just after 4:30 yesterday afternoon. This man, 21-year-old Mark Tyler Pierce, was spotted driving east on Highway 80 just outside of Truckee. The U.S. Marshals say an off-duty deputy, a marshal from our area, recognized him and called California Highway Patrol to make a traffic stop. Pierce was wanted on an outstanding murder warrant out of North Carolina. He was recently spotted in Ohio. The marshals say that he was taken in without incident, and they applaud CHP for acting quickly to help keep everyone safe.
New this morning, one man was stabbed overnight after a fight with somebody he knew. Take a look at our pinpoint map. 2 men were walking in the area of Keystone and West 4th near the Pizza Baron restaurant there. When they got into an argument, that was when one of the men took out a knife and stabbed the other. The victim was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The man with the knife was taken into custody.
And some members of law enforcement are asking Google to disable a feature on one of its popular apps. This feature allows users to track police whereabouts. It's called Waze, and it's a combination of GPS navigation and social networking, showing user-reported road conditions, accident warnings, and where police patrols have been spotted. Well, now a national group of sheriff's deputies says that it is concerned that the app could be used to hurt law enforcement. Waze says that the app's feature simply promotes faster emergency response.
And it looks so innocent,
It does.
doesn't it? And yesterday's early morning accident on Windy Hill that left 1 person dead is the second in a matter of days to our area that involves a driver not wearing a seatbelt. This accident happened shortly after midnight near Bartley Ranch Regional Park, and the man was ejected from the vehicle as it rolled over. Another deadly rollover accident involving a driver not wearing a seatbelt happened in Churchill County just last Friday, and that one, the 73-year-old driver said to have been driving too fast, failing to follow a curve in the road, and he died on scene as well. Folks, the flu is taking its toll on more than just our health.
It's actually, believe it or not, impacting blood donations. Why? We'll turn it over to Landon Miller, and he's going to tell us all the details. He's in the newsroom this morning. Hi there.
Hello, good morning, John, and good morning, Andy. All right, so if you have the cold or the flu, guess what? You're ineligible to donate blood. And because it's been going around, the United Blood Services says their donations are suffering. Check it out. The United Blood Services location says that blood donations are down as much as 25%. Steve Thomas with the United Blood Services says that number is a little bit high for them. Now, platelet donations are down 50%. That's where things are getting a little bit iffy for him. Now, he says as of now, regular blood inventories are in good shape. However, if people continue to cancel, it could further impact the overall supply. That's why the United Blood Services is trying to get the word out that if you are healthy, maybe now's the time to consider to donate blood. It is a requirement, by the way, from the FDA that if you're not feeling well, you're not allowed to give a donation. So how long does it take to give a donation? It's an easy process. Donating blood takes about 45 minutes, and if you want to donate platelets, it's about 2 hours to do so. By the way, January is National Blood Donor Month, and the United Blood Services is offering various incentives to get people to donate, like 500 extra hero points. I asked, what is a hero point? Apparently you can trade them in for like movie tickets and other gift cards and stuff. So just more and more incentives to do some good today.
Well, on the plus side, the weather is good for donating blood, you know, so. But apparently not good enough to overcome the flu worries. All right, thanks, Landon. You looking for a hot meal tonight? If so, there's an event you may want to check out.
The Salvation Army and the Northern Nevada chapter of the Safari Club International are inviting anyone who needs a hot meal to attend this year's Feed the Hungry Feast. It will be held tonight from 5 until 7 at the Downtown Reno Event Center. Spread the word. This event follows the 7th annual Project Homeless event at the Event Center from 7 a.m. to noon today. Project Homeless is coordinated by Catholic Charities in St. Vincent's, and it connects locals in need with local social service providers.
awesome thing. They just set up all these booths
Yes.
of all these agencies that can help the homeless, and they just go
Yeah.
table to table.
All in one place, yeah.
All one stop. Coming up on Channel 2 News this morning.
Are you ready to explore outer space? Well, possibility is now. We'll have that story coming up right before 6.
And we got some rain out there this morning. We'll check out the radar, see how long it will last, what we can expect, and your 7-day forecast all coming up next.
You're watching Channel 2 News this morning, Northern Nevada's #1 newscast with John Potter, Andy Guevara, and Jeff Martinez's Pinpoint 2 forecast.